It's James Time. Well, today is July 30th, Tuesday. I figured I haven't done a video in a while, so this isn't going to be a pipe smoking video. It's going to be more of a survival video or whatever. Today I'm going to show you guys my get home bag. Not my bug out bag, but my get home bag. A bag that I've prepared for 72 hours plus to get home from anywhere I am to my main bug out bag, which I store at home, and all my other supplies that I store at home. So once again, this is my get home bag, which I carry on me on a daily basis. It's actually quite heavy, so I'll show you everything that's in there. So here's the bag right here. I carry some hand sanitizer on me because you never know. So let me just open this up to begin with. It's just a simple backpack. Just give me a second because I'm trying to do it with one hand here. Here we go. So the first front pocket, because there's 3 zippers. Here is some bug spray. Here is a small medical kit. Here is some hand wipes. Here is some more bug spray. And also we have some bug netting for mosquito netting. We have another package of mosquito netting. So far this is all that's in the first package, first zipper. We also have here some zip ties, some twist ties. Show you guys the twist ties. So, twist ties for tying up things, or tying up people, or whatever. So the second pocket, the main pocket, unzip that, push all that stuff to the side. Some Tylenol, because you never know. This thing here, I normally would attach it to the bag, but lately it's been just flopping everywhere. Actually, this, I'll show you guys, just give me a second. Collapsible cup. Just give me a second here. Collapsible cup. Just give me a second. It opens up real easy, and there we go. It's a collapsible cup with a little pill caddy storage little thing in there. So it's easy. It just collapses on itself, closes up, snaps up, boom. So once again, this is all in the second compartment. Having a Ziploc bag because of the rain and whatnot. This is actually a rechargeable crank radio. So just give me a second as I take it out. You've probably seen the crank radio in other videos before, but here it is. This thing has a bunch of cool little features. It's solar. It's also a crank, has a crank on it, has a flashlight on it, has a siren on it, has a compass on it, has a radio on it, and it can also charge your cell phone and other devices by the USB and the other little ports right there also. So it's a cool little device. Actually, I own 2 of these because they're cool. Here's the cable for it. So that's that. As we continue inside the bag, we have a bandana. You guys, it's in the Ziploc bag because of the rain and whatnot. So it's actually, there's probably a couple of bandanas in here. They're army camo ones. Another thing we have is some cargo netting. Yes, that is cargo netting in here. I'm not going to take it out because I have it all bunched up. It's cargo netting because you never know when you're going to need cargo netting in order to either tie up something or to use it to secure something or whatever. So I have some cargo netting. Also in the Ziploc bag, spare batteries for different devices. There's AA's and AAA batteries in here because of my headlight. Oh, what else do we have in here? Oop, here's a headlight. There you go. That's the headlight. Batteries for it. I like to keep stuff in bags because of the rain and whatnot there. This right here, actually, you guys would probably... It's actually a hammock in here. Just give me a second. It's a hammock in here. It's a hammock that goes from tree to tree, in between two. It's a simple hammock with some extra rope. I keep that also in a bag, even though it's from the dollar store. So a hammock is actually good for your shelter also. That's another wet nap. I also keep in here a baggie of fire starter, basically my flint and steel that you've basically seen, a couple of cotton balls and Vaseline, and some matches. Like I said, keep in mind, I've actually planned this bag for 3+ days. So, like I said, 3+ days. Here comes the 3+ days. Well, hold on. This right here, I'll take it out and actually show you guys, is a water filtration straw. Just give me a second. I'll show you guys. It's an emergency water filtration system / straw, or whatever you want to call it. So if you guys can tell, removes 99.9% of the stuff that in there. Weighs less than 1 ounce. Ideal for hiking, traveling, emergency preparedness, etc. The perfect addition for your 72-hour emergency kit. Pay $20 for that. So I'm going to put it back in the Ziploc. Just give me a second. I also have some freeze-dried food. Here's some Mountain House chili macaroni with beef. Really good. Mountain House dehydrated food. That's one. Here's another MRE style. This is spaghetti with beef and sauce. Has a couple little crackers in there, and also your wet naps and your coffee and little cookies and energy bars and everything else you need in there. Basically a MRE. Oh, well, it is an MRE, sorry. I'll show you another type of MRE I have. Once again, I'm trying to do this by one hand. Right here. MRE, self-heating, chili with beans. So, has a 5-year shelf life. Chili with beans, Mexican rice, water, activated, flameless, retardant spoon. So basically, there's a whole bunch of different stuff in here. So, $11.99. So basically, to recap with food, I know I'm missing water, but water, once again, in an emergency situation, you can always get from a lake or a stream. So basically, you have 3 different types of MREs. That's why I figure for 72 hours, 3 days. Plus, then on top of that, I can also trap or hunt with the other components I have. I'll show you in a second. This right here is my canteen. I'm not going to open it up. It has my sporks in it. Yes, I said sporks. So it has my sporks. It has my my bowl and my pot and everything. Everything's in here, so I can boil stuff. So yes, I did remember that. Fisher. Oh yeah. Also, what's in here too is some. It's like mayo, but it's called Vita Splash, and it's like a liquid flavoring that you just add to water. Got it at the dollar store. So pack that with me. Fish around, nothing else. And then in the last part of it, you hear right there is the bug spray. I just kicked my foot. So just give me a second here. I'll open up the last component, the last part of the backpack. Okay, we have a tarp for making shelter. It's pretty self-explanatory. We also have a hatchet. That's what I'm saying. It makes it actually, this bag actually quite heavy. So here's the hatchet. Put it down. We also have a hacksaw. Why do you need a hacksaw? Well, for many different reasons. You can also, well, it's a saw for one thing. You can cut through different types of material. So it's always good to have some type of saw or some type of cutting tool. Even though I do have an axe, I also have incorporated a hacksaw into it. And here is I think the final piece to everything. This bag should be empty. I also have this wrapped up, so just give me a second. We have bolt cutters. Why do you need bolt cutters in 72 hours? Well, you never know. These bolt cutters, I'll show you how big they are in comparison to the backpack. They're basically the same height as the backpack. So it fits my entire back more or less. So bolt cutters, just in case there is like a riot or you need to get into some place, or sorry, it's just I got a bit of a cold, or you need to go through some fencing or break some metal or whatever. Basically bolt cutters. So I'll do a fast little recap of what I have in here. I'll just double check that there's nothing else. No, there's nothing else in here. So we got bolt cutters, axe, tarp, hacksaw, 3 different types of MREs, with the canteen, with the hammock, fire starter, batteries, flashlight, and cargo netting, and a little cup. And you also have your emergency radio, which does crank radio, which does a whole bunch of different stuff. Yeah, I'll show you the other side. It's the crank part of it. Comes right out and crank it. You also have your survival straw, your emergency water filtration straw, and you have bandana. Well, bandanas, I should say, because there's more than one. Also, you have your insect repellent, mosquito repellent. You have 2 different, oh, I have 2 different types, with my bug netting for my head. Some twist ties, because you never know when you run out of rope also. And you have a small survival, medical kit. You have a couple of wet naps. And of course, on the bag itself, you have some hand sanitizer also. So that's just my 72 hours / get home bag, and I mean my get home bag. So I know I've repeated that before, but in other videos I have shown my bug out bags, and in this video I have shown my get home bag, which I carry with me everywhere, on the bus, metro, everywhere I go. So even though it's quite heavy because of the bolt cutters, I find it's actually quite worth it. Because the radio, even if I'm just driving around my friend's car or whatever, the crank radio is always good, because we can always charge our cell phones on long road trips by plugging them in, which is always good. So, and then of course, like I said, you have the MREs, you have everything else. So, yeah. The only things I haven't really included with this is anything for hunting or fishing, but I guess in a way you can use the hatchet to make stuff for hunting. But like I said, this bag I designed to get me home. It's not like a survival in the wilderness. It's only to get me from point A back, like wherever I am, back home. So it's not really meant as a survival bug out bag, even though it may look like it. It's just the point of getting me. If it takes me 3 days or 4 days to get home from wherever I am, then at least I have these supplies on hand to do it. On another note, my son has roughly the same type of material, minus the hatchet, the hacksaw, and the bolt cutters. He doesn't have these items in his bag, which he actually has at school. So he has a get home bag, I would say, at school too. Well, not now because he's at home for the summer vacation, but he also has one too that I made up for him, which is good. So my son has a bag just in case it takes me time to get to him at his school, no matter what it is. So basically, all it is to be enough to get me to his school, and then from his school wherever. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I explained it enough. If there's any questions or comments, please leave me them in my comment box. And thank you for watching this video, even though it's long. And James, Habs fan, out.